Alright, hello again everybody. Back for stage 2. Stage 2, Ride the Storm. Let's see what today has. I thought, given our coming showdown with Magnus, that we could turn this into a learning experience. For the next few days I've lined up some opponents for you to go through our V10 journey. First up, the 2006 Carrera GT. Warm up by winning this race, and we're back in the Gallardo. Okay. Test track, short. You change up the settings. Actually, it looks like it's good. Okay. This right here shouldn't be a very difficult race for anybody, even if you're having to basically borrow the Gallardo. It's actually a really good car in the game. I can't remember if it has a regular series where it's the top car, but I know it's the top car. It has a exclusive series. That's the reason I have it fully upgraded, and it's relatively cheap to fully upgrade. The exclusive series actually pays a profit, maybe 8 or 10 gold, something like that, if you fully upgrade the car, because it doesn't require any gold upgrades for any other series, just the exclusive. So there is a profit to it, which is actually one of the few exclusive series that's profitable. I think right now there's 4 exclusive series that turn a profit. The one with the older Nissan Skyline, the one with the BMW M3 GT, this one, and the one with the FXXK is actually profitable as well, but that's only because the car already has to be fully upgraded to complete the bonus series. So the FXXK is still a very expensive car to upgrade. But with this one, very good car. We'll see what we have next. Managed to get the Huracan. Let's see how long it takes to complete a lap in under 1 minute. That doesn't really make sense. This one, I'll show you what I did. I just put an emoji face on the side with a frown. Seemed like a good one to do. The car's red, has a face on the side. 9 upgrades, that's how many you can do with just race dollars, and that's what I'm going to try to complete this event with. Obviously I have a few upgrades on the car, so I may actually be able to complete this first lap in 1 minute, and I will actually try to keep it on track. Certainly I could cut across the corner there and then at the other turn and not even have to worry about it, but I will I'm going to try to keep the car on track for all these events. That's a good habit to have, keeping it on track. And I'm going to try to slow down and cross it right at 1 minute. If you notice that I changed up the view, there has been, I think it was a change a couple updates ago, or at least I just then started noticing. I used one of the Lamborghinis to reach 5.8 miles. I will actually use the Huracan, because that's what this event is about, and because it's more, I have a more reasonable number of upgrades on this one, having just the race dollar upgrades. I think with the other one, having it fully upgraded, it would be easy. You know, that would definitely be the car to use. I think if I wasn't doing a video, that's the one I would use. But I do want to try to make this video as realistic for other people as I can. So again, I'm going to try not to cut the corners. If I have to on the last lap, you know I can, and it'll get me that last little bit of track position. You notice that I'm not actually trying to watch the timer or anything. I know some people do that on some tracks. I don't. I prefer to just go flat out from the start. The only exception sometimes on the one at the short course, I will wait at the start and finish line for 8 or 10 seconds. But most times with endurance races, I just go flat out. I don't try to manage the clock or anything like that, and I'm usually reasonably okay at it. I'm over halfway there. You notice that I was not running this one in airplane mode because it had some time shifted players on it. A little bit of off track there. And okay, I have to go to 9.4 kilometers one way or another. I may actually I can get there without running the clock out, so I'm not actually going to pass another car. I'm just going to run it out to the 9.4 and then just go from there. So there's 9.4. I reached it. And just to gain the extra little bit of fame and race dollars, I will continue it out. I'm not going to pass this car, and if I happen to get back to the start and finish line, I will probably just stop. I'm not going to I'm not going to start another lap with the time. Today should be okay, but I suspect on stage 3 I will possibly have to start slowing the robots down. There we go. Time's up. And come to a stop. Okay. I'll probably have to try to slow them down. I am actually going to try to go through this free agent from an X-Race whenever I choose to cash it in. I am going to try to do this one unserviced, just to see if it can be done. Probably Carrera GT has an impressive top speed for a V10. Use the Huracan to win while reaching a top speed of 134 miles per hour as you cross the finish line. One of the things that they do, I think they do some of these where they say you have to reach a certain speed crossing the finish line to prevent you from doing what I do, which is just parking at the finish line. So obviously I'm pulling away pretty substantially from this car. I think what I'm going to do, because I don't want to win this by a big margin, obviously, so I'm going to basically stop in that final dogleg turn and wait there, and hopefully I can actually reach the speed. So I will stop right there. That'll let me get a good jump. This is, you know, obviously I'm trying to do two things here. I'm trying to win the event, but also I have to see what the number is, 216, but also to show people how to control the robot cars. 216. Okay. It was actually pretty easy. Let the car get close and then took off. And I still won by 6 seconds. So that's having to reach the top speed like that, unless you were already in the red. That's probably about as close as you're going to get it, because the car is slowing down so much going through the turns. Win the race with an average speed of 80 miles per hour, 128 kilometers per hour. That's just a matter of, and if you notice, it didn't say you have to stay on track. Well, back in the Gallardo, that actually makes it probably easier because I have the car fully upgraded. This may actually not be a easy goal if you are running this car stock, whereas obviously I'm not, because I have completed the exclusive series, so it's fully upgraded. That makes this goal substantially easier for me than it may most players on the game. What is it? 128. So I'm actually going to slow down. Obviously I could get pretty substantial speed, but I'm over 20 kilometers per hour faster than the target that I need. So I'm going to slow down. I'm going to try to let those cars catch up. My suspicion is that if you can actually win the race, then you will meet the requirements for speed, though I guess I may be wrong. It's starting to drop pretty rapidly. Okay, well, I let it get right on the speed, which pretty much means I won that by as low a margin as you can actually win it. There goes a helicopter flying by. You can probably hear that. It's rather loud. Such is life, living where I live. All right, continue on. No real need to service it. I don't actually know if we'll be using it tomorrow. If so, that's okay. So stage 2 complete. Let's see what the reward is. 10,000 race dollars. That's a huge number, and 5 gold. If you're short on race dollars, you can actually watch ads for race dollars. What's Natalia got to say? Impressive work. The Huracan is a clear leader, and I just know Magnus is going to come back with something impressive. I'll work on getting the Huracan permanently. You focus on your driving. Good. So the same place you see the gold up there in the top right corner, if you watch 5 of those, it converts to race dollars, and you get 2,000 race dollars for each ad. So that's not bad if you're really short. You can also look around. There's a lot of autocross events that pay very well and are also very short. So maybe look for those if you are short on race dollars. There has been some argument made that running autocross events are actually the most efficient way to farm for race dollars and for fame. I'm not 100% sure that's the case, but I guess there's something for everybody. So anyway, stage 2 complete, Ride the Storm. If you have any questions, comments, just leave them, and I'll get back to you. Hope you're getting along well. Good